Like, why is this one split and not any of the others? Maybe the person who created this list just thought there was a big enough difference in quality between the two seasons. I wouldn't know because I never made it to season 2. So I would put season 1, from what I watched of it, I don't know if it's mid or low tier because it's not like much worse than A Channel, but A Channel I was able to finish. Yeah, it's probably low tier. I'm just gonna throw it in there, and then the other one I'll just mark as not having seen. This one, I don't remember what this was called. I watched an episode. I didn't like it at all. Nothing clicked with me. The voice acting was really weird, and yeah, I put an that in shit tier. This one is what's her name who has to help everybody? Kotoura-san? No, that's a different show. It's the one where she's always helpful. It's by Kulkyo Shinja, who did Dragon Maid. It was okay, definitely mid tier. I watched the whole thing because the episodes are only 2.5 minutes. Sometimes it was funny, but it was very repetitive. And the main girl is, I mean, the conceit is that she's like a 6th grader with like fucking, who's as tall as a grown adult and with like E-cup tits, who always helps people out, and she has some adorable lolly friends. But with Kulkyo Shinja, there is no such thing as small tits. There's either no tits or giant tits. I don't know why. I guess that's just how he rolls. This looks like Locadole. This is another one that I think probably belongs in mid-tier. I liked things about the show. I didn't end up watching much of it. It was one of those where I was like, yeah, I could finish this, but why bother? You know, my cousin was really into that show for some reason. Oh, the bike one. This one's another one that was like a little too melodramatic. I didn't like how much non-appealing CG there was. I don't know if I can put it in shit tier. Probably low tier. Just not really worth watching. Love Live. I do not care for Love Live. I watched the first 3. I think I've made my points about it plenty of times over the years, so I'm going to put it in low tier. It's definitely not shit. It's watchable. I just don't really care. And Love Live Sunshine, I only saw like half the first episode of it. Thought it was significantly worse even than Love Live, but I'm not going to rank it because I didn't watch that much. What in the fuck is this one? This looks kind of familiar, but... Oh, Love Lab. Yeah, I never watched any of Love Lab. Uh, Lucky Star. Lucky Star. Ooh, I don't know if this is God tier or top. I'm going to put it in top tier to be safe because I haven't watched Lucky Star in a long time. And a lot of my enjoyment of it is tied up in the time and place that it came out. That, like, the whole otaku humor of the era, the fact that I was watching it with my otaku friends and, like, learning all the references and stuff. The characters are extremely strong. They're very memorable. They have good chemistry. Well, some of them. Not all the characters are as strong as others. And there's definitely episodes that really stick out in my mind, but at the same time, it's a 26 episode show, and there's definitely stuff I don't remember, so I think I'm due for a rewatch of it before I go calling it God tier, but there's no way I'm going to give it less than, at least like an 8 out of 10 because there's just so much to love about it. It's definitely a show that I think you enjoy more the more you think about it, the more you have time to ruminate on these characters and kind of remember them. It also just has a really strong visual. Oh, Manabi Straight is also top tier, even though Manabi Straight, if you actually rewatch it, it is a little inconsistent, particularly in the later half. Like, the first 5 or 6 episodes are fucking incredible. All the ones that are just establishing characters, really unique approaches to each episode. They all feel very different. You can tell that there's like a team of directors really leaving their marks all over this show. Once it gets into the overarching story, it kind of hits a snag. The pacing isn't as great. The visual direction's not as great. But then the last episodes are also fantastic. So it's definitely a little bit more all over the place, but it is such a unique show with such unique visuals and such an interesting setting and such an interesting message at the end that I can't put it any lower than top tier. It's definitely an anime that has stuck with me in a really major way. Next is Milky Holmes. I'm not the biggest Milky Holmes guy. I get a lot of people think this show is fucking hilarious. It's, one of those shows that's basically just all the characters are really dumb, and that's the humor. I think I could put it in mid-tier. It's a show I could see myself watching at least the whole first season of. I just wouldn't necessarily choose to. I saw the first 4 episodes, but, I'd be willing to give it another shot, basically. Minami K, I think probably high tier. It's hard to say because it's been over a decade since I watched it, but it's got some really strong character dynamics and some really it has some jokes that I still remember to this day, and that is definitely saying something for a show from that far back. It also has pretty good production values. Yeah, I'm going to put it in high tier for now. We'll see how I feel if I rewatch it. This one is not looking familiar to me. Yeah, I don't remember that one at all. New Game. I'm putting New Game in high tier. I enjoy it. I will say that On the rewatch, there were times where I felt like it was harder to sit through than I had remembered it being. I like some of the characters a whole lot. I love the designs, though I hate that they don't have multiple outfits, because the outfits they're given are amazing, but they only have like one. I like the game design angle. You know, I'm a fan of cute girls in the workplace as a style of show. The second season, I ended up not even finishing. I was watching it with May, and I kind of just got sick of it. Like, when it tried to get a little bit more dramatic and plot-focused, that was when I felt it was at its weakest. So, yeah, as the second season took on more of that, it got less and less interesting for me. So, you know, it's possible that given enough time, I might even consider New Game to fall into the mid-tier, but for now, I still like it enough to consider it high tier. Non Biori. This for me is definitely mid-tier. And I didn't like the first season. The second season I thought was better. It was overall enjoyable. Still wouldn't really return to it. I don't like the characters that much or the way they look. I find them, I don't know, something about that show, the way the characters interacted and everything, and just like what kind of personalities they have, it didn't click with me. This one, I remember seeing this girl, but I don't remember what the hell this show was, or if I watched any of it. I'm gonna mark it as never seen because I don't remember it. There's some of these that are in haven't seen that it's possible I watched some of and just dropped. This is Pan de Peace, definitely shit tier. If you remember my video, 3 different levels of cute girls doing cute things anime, where I compared Pan de Peace. I'm sure the other 2 are going to come up in here. Sancha Sanyo and Unhappy, rather. Pan de Peace was the shit one, and Pan de Peace, and Happy, I dropped after 3 episodes, and Sancha Sanyo, I was ultimately not really, like, that in love with, so, you know, that's how you know Pan de Peace was really fucking bad. So, girls